Acromegaly is a condition that causes an overproduction of growth hormones in the pituitary gland. The results? Gigantism. André was 7 foot tall and weighed 309 pounds before the age of 20. Every living moment was a reminder that he was not made for this world. Every night he struggled to find a hotel with a bed large enough to accommodate him. As a kid, he couldn't fit in the school bus, so his neighbor drove him to school in the back of his truck, with everyone watching. When André tried to get into a car, it looked more like a circus act.
When I'm traveling with a car, man, now all those cars are so small, like, I need 2 cars.
He wore rings on his fingers that were so large that silver dollars could pass through them. His hands were similar in size to those of a lowland gorilla. Due to his condition, he also struggled with fine motor skills. He could barely write, and his fingers were too big to operate the dial on a rotary phone without the help of a pencil. In 1970, Jean-Ferré flew to Japan. He had to reserve multiple seats in first class to give him enough space. When he arrived in Japan, he realized all of his problems just got worse.
The worst trouble is when I go in Japan, and everything is so small over there. But
André could not use Japanese restrooms and sometimes had to use a bucket to relieve himself.
Have to draw the curtain, but this is the type of thing he had to endure every day.
It was in Japan that he first found out his enormous size was actually caused by a disease. Japanese doctors told him that he would probably die before the age of 40. Surgery was an option, but André declined. He said, "If this is the size God wants me to be, I'll be this size."
I use what the God give me. I'm not supernatural, I just myself.
Back in France, he returned to his hometown to visit his parents. But André had grown so much when he knocked on the front door, his parents didn't recognize him. They mistook him for a stranger. They had even seen him wrestle on TV without realizing the great Jean-Ferré was their own son. In real life too, he had been subject to a lot of ridicule. People made fun of him or invented stories about his abnormalities.
You could say anything about André and people would believe it.
Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch and Dusty Rhodes one time said that you have 185 teeth in your mouth because you're a giant. Is that true?
No, that's not true.
André didn't mind. He laughed with them. It sounds tragic, but this is his experience. In reality, he was very sensitive, but most people never saw that side of him.
But he told me, he says, you know, boss, sometimes they laugh at me, they point at me. It hurts my feelings. He would cry. You never think a guy like that would cry, but he would cry.
He often said he would give anything to live just one day as a normal-sized person.
It's difficult everywhere I go. They don't build anything for big people. They build everything for blind people, for crippled people, for some other people, but not for big people. So we have to fit in there. And it's not too easy all the time.
André the Giant loved wrestling. It gave him a platform to be himself, to read the story from his perspective, to be in control, and to fight back against people he didn't like. He loved this fairy tale version of life. He refused multiple surgeries that could have made his life easier and made him live longer.
He refused a lot of medical help during the course of his lifetime.
He decided that he didn't want treatment at that time because he thought it would interfere with his career as a wrestler.
In his eyes, getting treatment for his condition would only make him less authentic. He was willing to sacrifice everything for his career. That's how much he loved wrestling.